So I'm drawing my OC for a current edit I'm making. My OC has a lot of lore, aka getting scratched by a cat. But here's how to draw texture for beginners. Obviously, as we all know, you want to start with the anatomy. You want to get a little playful. If you watch carefully, I 1000% made so many mistakes, yet somehow less mistakes than I can make on a math test. Now I'm tracing over the really messy anatomy. It's going to look messy at this bit, but we're going to delete the original drawing next. At this point, I'm just fixing this girl's grippers because who let the dogs out? They look weird. Then I'm going to just draw the rest and I'll come back to you when I color. So when I do this, I'm using a cheap, free-to-use drawing app. So you can pretty much do this with anything. But you want to take a marker or any sort of watercolor tool you have and just slap it on. You don't even have to make it look nice. Just slap it on. And you want to start with your base color and very slowly start to enter, like to change colors. And when you're done with that base color, you want to then smudge all your excess lines because you know it's going to leave a mark if you use watercolor brush. Also, we listen and we don't judge, but I literally just put my hand in there and traced over it because I'm such a baddie. Shout out to the bracelet on my hand for real. It may seem that I'm using like a peach skin tone instead of pink, but I do promise this is in fact pink. Thanks to color theory, it's just extremely confusing. I will go over it with a darker pink to use shadow and also to really show that yes, this is in fact pink. So if you really look at me coloring the hair, you do see that I am in fact just slapping it on like I said you should. But of course I'm doing it with struggle. It just kind of looks like a plain brown when I smudge it all together. So the best thing to do if it looks like a plain brown is to add darker browns, which I will do after refining the lines. But I add darker browns where the shadow needs to go, but also making sure that that light brown of the original hair color really shines through. And if you look, I'm testing out colors on the occasional testing, just like I had to do at school. Trauma. But if you look, I will add at some point like a redder brown just to add that extra punch color to make it look nice. Now I'm erasing all signs of outline like a monster and redrawing them. Obviously I didn't erase the original anatomy. I just made it disappear by making the layer invisible. If you look closely, I will go back to that layer several times. Kind of like how you look at your notes during math class if you're not lazy enough. If you're not lazy enough to not write them. Me. But why did I talk about math class? But if you look, I did just redraw the anatomy but much thinner. Anyways, that should be all. Bye!